Stop thinking about the script and about the situation, and if it really did happen, like how would you act? How would you be inside this quarantined area? But yeah, I think that's really what drew me to it first off, is that she's pregnant, and that's probably not what it isn't what my mum wanted for me. And so then that's tension. And then you get this disease outbreak, which is really interesting, because then you've got these 3 layers of just like everyone trying to cope and trying to be like, just trying to talk to each other and live life, but you know, it just all gets too much. She's just moods just like that. No, I think everything is already scary because you don't know what's going to happen inside the cordon. You don't know, what disease. You don't even know what disease it is. But then she's also going through this thing inside her body that feels so foreign. She has no idea like what it's supposed to feel like. Nobody, for the first time, if you're pregnant, I assume, you don't know like if that pain is normal, but you'd call you'd call the doctor, be like, hey, I've got a pain. You can't do that anymore. You're just kind of like, okay, maybe that's normal, that's this, that's that. And then you've also kind of, dealing with disease everywhere and trying to be clean, and yeah, it's awful. I think it's a really beautiful story because they're madly in love, and they're young, but they're just very sure of this relationship, and they just know, like they are the right people for each other. So it just plays into a really beautiful story, and because they are both fighting so hard and want to see each other so much. And I think that creates, interesting story. Teresa's had to stop school because she's later stage of the pregnancy. But she's 18, so she's quite kind of like an inner turmoil as well, because she constantly wants to do right for the baby inside her and wants, to be, to put her baby first always. But just like naturally as a person, sometimes you're so scared and you'll just do something and it will be for your benefit. And you think, well, am I a selfish person? Am I a bad person? So, you're constantly kind of fighting these thoughts. So she was about to leave. I think you saw her in the pilot, she's about to leave and she gets stuck. And that's kind of hard because, you build up to this moment of like, I'm going to leave home. And that's a big thing in itself. And then you can't. And then you're kind of like, not just like put back with your mum, you're trapped back with your mum at a grocery store, which is like the size of this room. So it makes for some interesting stories. Her number one priority is to see her boyfriend, and Xander's number one priority is to see me and make sure I'm okay. I think it's interesting to see how people are going to react to the cordon situation, so to the quarantine. I think it either brings out the best or the worst in people, and I think that's a really interesting story point. And also, I like the Jake and Katie storyline as well. It's sweet.